let's get the energy foundation of Admiral Bradley. Admiral Bradley, how is he feeling about this whole situation in which his name has been thrown under the bus? Let's get Bradley. Now I feel like I have too much stuff up here. Breakdown, shakedown. Okay. I didn't take my Adderall today, y'all. Okay. Bradley. Interesting. Are we going to count this as Bradley? Yes, we are. Okay. So Bradley, for the foundation, actually has 2 cards. This first one is, bring you down, is the Page of Swords. Kind of makes sense here. It's talking about dishonesty, manipulation, deceit, aggression, and lack of confidence. I can definitely get this. I can read it here. Okay, good. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I need the chat to speak in code as well, because I got kicked off once when we were having too broad of a topic. Yeah. What small card? Oh, the small ones? No, I didn't get them yet, actually. I just thought about that. I do want them. But okay, this makes sense though for me because 1, it's a page. So this is going to be somebody who is taking orders, but he's still part of the court. You know what I mean? The royal court. But he takes orders, and that's, you know, being that he would have been like 3rd in command or lower. I don't know exactly where he falls in command. At the time that this first boat thing happened, I guess he would have been 4th, really, right? So it would have been Pete, it would have been Halsey, it would have been Benton, then it would have been Bradley, I think. So he would have been like 4th in command. So yeah, so that would be king, queen, knight, page. So yeah, he would have been a page. That worked out perfectly. Okay, so he would have been 4th in command. And so here, what we're dealing with is some dishonesty and some manipulation. So he's feeling like he's being manipulated, which he is, by the way. And they're throwing money at him. They're throwing money and financial security at him. Like, just take this deal. We'll protect you. But here's the thing, y'all. It's the international courts now involved. So we need to know if he's going to take this deal. Like, we need to know if he is going to go with the shits, as they say. Or as I say. Okay, hold on. This is loose in my thing. Okay. And he's one of who two? Help me out. Oh, and he was a red lover, right? Wasn't he like a red lover? Like he was a kisser, you know? I think he was like definitely orange lipped. Right, exactly. He's going to be facing a different system. So they're over here like, we'll protect you. I don't know if they're going to lean on their I-State people, but yeah, he's definitely one of those. I don't know why I was going to call it a donut person. Thinking of white supremacist. It sounds like a donut company. I don't know. I don't know why I thought of donuts, but okay. Anyway, so definitely that's what's going on. He's being manipulated, and it's happening with money. So let's see what the challenge of this is. So what is his challenge? This is really interesting because I don't know if this counts. It does. Okay. I felt like I just got yelled at because I was going to be like, I don't think it counts. So the challenge here is showing the 9 of Cups, right? Interesting. Because I don't ever fall for these words here. You know, because the picture, because I'm a storytelling reader. Like I read by picture. Hey, Lisa. So the picture here is telling me something completely different, really, than what's down here. Here, I see some guy who is smug. I think they do call him the smug merchant, actually. I think Libby calls him the smug merchant. So in this case, it does feel like some kind of smugness here. I don't feel like he's satisfied. I feel like, I think what really jumped out to me anyway is the material comfort. And the fact that he would be giving that up in order, because I think he understands that it's not going to play out the way that they're saying is how it is. I think he is, because when I read this and I see the material comfort, I'm seeing like not material comfort. Actually, I'm seeing more prison type of things. Not quite, but not comfort, you know? Like I see a bare bed. I don't see like a lush room or anything. So when that flashes to mind, it feels like, no, he's actually worried that they're not going to be able to protect him, that he will have to give up his life, essentially, the life as he knows it, because they're promising him wealth, but I think intuitively he knows that's not going to happen. So what about the past with this situation? What about the past with this operation? Oh, shit now. Done a deal with the devil. Right. He knows that he's going to have to serve some kind of time to get off, you know? Like people talk about, how come the military don't refuse first? And people used to be me. I used to say that too. And then someone pointed out, you still get like court-martialed first. And then you prove that it was unlawful order. Nobody believes it's unlawful up front. Like you're going to go through the shits before it's lawful, unlawful. Like, no. So there's a lot that you're giving up. But when we talk about his past was, he was for it. Okay. I'll hold your lie. Right. I'll sign the NDA. I won't say shit. Like, whatever. Y'all say we're blowing boats up. Fine. We're blowing boats up. I'll chill with that. But what he was not expecting was for the Washington Post, and the international people. Oh, he got 2 secrets. Yeah. So he did. He signed this. Oh, he got 3. Oh, okay. So we got secrets over here, and we got the creativity stands out to me. Like these lies. We're sitting pretty with the lies. We look like the big bad guys, huff and puff and blow your house down or blow your boat up, whatever it is. So that's in his past. 3 major arcana in his past. But the whole point was he signed the deal with the devil to hold the secrets, to hold the lies. And let's see what his current looks like. Okay, very well deserved. So what are we dealing with then? What energy are you sitting in, Mr. Bradley? Oh my gosh. Why? I don't know if this is me or if I picked up on that energy. I don't know if this is me or I picked on that energy, but I felt like I want my mommy. Like that, I think he's really scared. But what's really interesting is above him, though, the energy that he's currently like stewing in or sitting in is, I guess it feels like White House protection so far, but not. Like he's been thrown out front. But this is a celebration card. So this is something about community. Is this a military community rallying around him? Okay, I need that clarified for me, please. Clarify for me what that means as far as like his current energy. Like, because that's what's sitting over the situation. And that's the White House in the background. Okay. That's the 6 of Swords. Is he thinking he's going to be able to get out of this maybe? Or is he feeling, okay, I need some more help? Because for me, that's always not false imprisonment, but that's always like being trapped in your mind. Even though it has a nice meaning, the image doesn't for me. This. Facing consequences. And interesting, that's a 7 of Swords. So we got the 6 of Swords and the 7 of Swords. Hold on, let me get to you guys in a second. And then we have 2 more swords. So it feels like he did it out of ambition. That ambition stands very strong there. And what is this, though? Why is it saying he released the anxiety? This is a weird reading. And by the way, so there's a lot of mental play with him right now, which I can understand. I would definitely be like worried. Let me see, what are y'all thinking? Them instead. The head of DOD should have to, he should. Yeah. That's definitely one of the things that's going to happen. And, you know, I find it, oh my gosh, this was the other part of the reading that I wanted to talk about, was like, why the SEAL Team 6? Like, why is it the SEAL Team 6 that you're running into the ground with this? Because they're literally the ones I saw in my channel cleaning house. You know, the ones that I saw arresting them. So why are you throwing SEAL Team 6 in this? You know? But let me, please clarify more. What does that current energy mean? What is he doing? The Lovers. In reverse. Difficult choices. Temptation once again. Okay. So, if this is the Lovers, married to the White House, married to the government, okay. That's what military is, right? Is being married to that. But then, oh, it feels like he was going through the cognitive dissonance of this all. You know how we talked about like people who are, especially those who are vets and stuff, you know, they're like, this is not the country I served, even though this is the stuff that our military has done to other people's countries. It's just that you never think it's going to be done here, right? So it feels like there is this cognitive dissonance that has been happening. Yeah, he's definitely going to have to choose a side, because it feels like there's cognitive dissonance. I'm married to this government. I'm married to my oath. I'm married to my career. I'm married to this. But it feels like he's actually kind of breaking free from it a little bit, because he's like, if y'all can do this to, and it feels like he's been breaking free from it, to be honest, because he's collected the same information we've collected, right? You got military in pantry lines. It feels like he's been doing that. And so facing the consequences is facing the consequences of signing that NDA, facing the consequences of keeping silent, but also for some reason he feels like he deserves this. Why did he feel like he deserved this? Because then there's the broken lover. So he is falling out of love with the military. But why does he feel like, or falling out of love with maybe it's just MAGA, but it feels like the military. To be honest, y'all, this could be a villain origin story right now. Like, this literally could be what's happening, is that we're creating a villain origin story. Okay, I need a little bit more clarification in that area, please. Oh, okay. Reaching out for help, being an outsider, and then this is my Mandarin card, but wait, what good point? Did I miss it? Oh, hold on. I think I'm missing something. Hold on. The head of DOD. Did you say to hire? Yes, they're going to run to his former colleagues. But, and that's the thing. This here is a help card. This is asking for help. This is reaching out. Gathering evidence. Ah, the pentacles are evidence too. The pentacles are gathering paperwork. Okay. And I'm getting the goosebumps behind that. All right. That makes sense. Oh, look who's on the bottom. Mark Kelly. That makes so much sense. Okay. So his current, there's some stuff working in the current. There's some stuff working. There's literally some stuff in the currents that are working in the current. He's definitely fallen out of love with what he thought it was. Like I said, I do still feel that cognitive dissonance with that 6 and 7. 6, 7. I had to do it. I'm sorry. They've been doing it all weekend. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a need to do a side, pick a side. Proof that the orders came from the Cheeto commander. I don't know how the orders came from. Well, I don't know. I don't know if he was around. Actually, I don't think he's been around since July, but it would most likely be a skill unit. But that's the thing, though. Like, why are we throwing? Because for what they're doing, you don't even need Navy SEAL teams. Like, you don't need them. You could have used any, not any, but you could have used some other kind of specialized force. You didn't need this particular. You didn't need the Osama bin Laden people. Like you didn't need them. That's for covert type of things. To just blow up a boat? Like, why would you need Navy SEAL 6? And why them? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so they fell out of love. He's asking for help. He's definitely asking for help. There were difficult choices that he had to do. And his difficult choices, F an NDA. Like, F an NDA. And so, there we go. Collecting that thing. It's the only thing men find intimidating. Yeah, a drone could have done it. Exactly. They literally could have taken a drone and done it if there was a real thing to do. And probably would have had a better picture. Okay, so what did he learn? What did he learn? What did he learn? Oh, he's learning some bravery, which is interesting because he should be brave. But he's learning some bravery. He's learning some courage, like some real courage. I mean, I guess it would take real courage to stand up to the commander-in-chief, the Secretary of Defense. Anything else he's learning? Okay, so there is some courage. He's got a lot of major arcana in his life right now. True strength is not brute force. It is the power of the soul which lies in vulnerability. He's going to tell the truth. He's going to tell the truth. Oh my goodness, he's going to tell the truth. He's going to tell the truth. I don't want to read all 4 of these. That's a lot. Just give me one more. He's learned of the misuse of power here. You know, he's going to need some therapy. I will tell you that for real. You know, there's always a need for therapy when you're separating from the army, or, you know, from the armed forces. However, what they've just done to him, I don't know if he's going to recover from that. All right. Yeah. What's really interesting is he got a King of Swords and a Queen of Cups who just came out, as well as the Page of Cups. So, like I said, he's definitely going to be learning here. While the Page of Cups is in reverse and it's talking about a lack of direction, that's why that just backs up what I said about him needing therapy. Like, we're all going to need trauma therapists, but trauma therapists are going to need trauma therapists too. Everybody gonna need therapy, like, you for real. But I feel like he's actually going to get on somebody's side here. And who is this? Who is this? Is this the coalition? This is a regime change of our own, right? Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. He's going to help with this. He's going to help with this. This is why the seal. Oh, remember how we read that they would be trying to take their own, like they would decide to, Navy SEAL team will decide to do it themselves. But then we said they're going to find out they don't have to do it themselves. They will have directive. This is that. This is that. Oh my gosh. This is that. This is that. This is a restoring. Oh, wow. Okay, so what's the outcome? What is the outcome? Was that the outcome? No. What is the outcome? He's learning. He really is learning that he made a mistake helping these people. Okay, so the outcome is a different type of partnership. He is going to be less of who he was. What I mean by that is he's not a MAGA anymore. He's going to be working to try to restore things, working to bring like balance, harmony, decorum, country, like all that stuff back. This is interesting. He's going to be taking risks. How is he going to be taking risks? Why do I feel like he's going to be wiretapped? I feel like he's, oh my goodness. I feel like he's going to be wiretapped. What do I mean? Thank you. Yeah. I see him, everything he knows. Like, I really do see, this is wild. Wait. So remember the coalition, we said the coalition is going to be started by two particular people. One of the best leaders we've had in recent time, regardless of what y'all think. The man wasn't perfect. Okay? But out of all the recent presidents in the last 20 years, he was the best. And then there's a particular lady that a lot of people hated because they were, whatever reason they hated her. But she was really, really smart. Secretary of State at one point. This is that coalition starter. Yeah. Okay. But the total energy here, though, is I see him withdrawing, though. While he's going to do what he can to try to right some things, it's messed him up. It's messed him up. It's messed a lot of us up. But if you think about somebody who's given his life, like literally his life to this, it's messed him up. It's messed him up big time. Will he live after this? I don't honestly feel like he will. I feel like he will be done. He will be done. But he's not going to be done until he fixes what he can. I do feel like he is going to take his own self to check out. It really does feel like that. Yeah. But first, he's going to try to do what he can do. But he knows that his life has just been ruined. Even though it's like, I don't know. So that's a very interesting story, Mr. Bradley. I don't know how to sum it up except to say, like, he's got some real good regret going on. It is going to change who he is as a person, obviously, because he is experiencing cognitive dissonance. Yeah, it's shown him the dark side for sure. Even though he was kind of on it, himself, because he did make the deal. But I guess he never expected it to turn against him, Yeah. The people he admired showed him the enemy he swore to protect. Yeah. That's exactly it. It's like, oh, wait, the enemy was not who I was taught it was, I think it's just going to be too much for him. So and I got goosebumps behind that too. It's going to be too much for him. I don't think he'll make it to the entirety of his life. He's going to be so disconnected. So disconnected. So disconnected. Yeah, I don't see him making it to, it feels real heavy. I don't see him making it to the end of his life. Not the way it should have been. But he's not leaving until he does something. Basically, it's a revenge kind of thing, so to speak. All right. Okay, Bradley. Admiral Bradley. Yeah. It feels, completion, strength, and that 9 of Cups. When he's done, he'll be satisfied. When he's done getting back, when he's done taming the beast, when he's done putting it into this world, he'll be satisfied. You got the heartbreak, right? The same one. Gosh, I think we were talking about the military then, right? Navy SEALs? Yeah, it's just heartbreak. Okay, so, let's get out of this. Let's get out of this energy. Okay. Yep. They're moving on. They're getting out of this prison. This is crazy. Disharmony. Overwhelm. Lack of this. Going into the mausoleum. Having to move on. Boom, 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 boom. When? Immediately. Basically, everything is immediately. They're throwing his name under that bus now. And the international court's trying to come after him now. He's finna walk away. This is a battle that he's gonna lose. But he gonna make sure he win that war. Oh, I missed the card. And then at the bottom, we got another queen, another founding mother here. It's going to be all right. That's what she reminds me of. It's going to be all right. We're going to be able to bounce back from this. We are at the light at the end of the tunnel. This is what we're seeing. And you know what's crazy? Remember how we have been tabulating everything about what they've been doing to the military. We've been tabulating that because that is literally the thing that's going to break them. From using them in the streets against people to, they have broken them, literally have taught them there is no honor in this country or something, but they're having to reestablish it. They're going to have to reestablish what honor really is. When I say there is going to be, we're going to know what a traitor is. We're going to know what a patriot is. It's not going to be any gray area. It's going to be very cut and dry. No. None of this foolishness that we've had these last few years. And then we'll be back right.